Oops, I forgot my codfish liver oil. Oh well, I'll get it when I'm done with my video. I was thinking, oh, my first sip of coffee. Oops, it was my new routine down the drain. I'm Barbara. It is Thursday, August 27th, the day after the birthdays. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for my coffee. My first sip of coffee, although I'm having black coffee, which is not my favorite. But I fasted yesterday, and so I thought I'd keep my fast going for a little while longer and have my coffee black. I had a very nice visit with my parents yesterday at Harmony. We sat out on the patio, socially distanced, wearing our masks. That was good. And one of the best parts was I picked up my brother about halfway there, less than halfway there, so I had time in the car with him to talk, and that was nice too. We don't spend much time together, and so it was really lovely. So it was a great day altogether. You know, we don't have much to talk about with Corona. We're not doing very much. And they're not doing much, which is good. So it was just the right amount of visit because, you know, nothing much going on in our lives. I was very annoyed, upset to see one of their other residents, George, his daughter came, and the procedure at Harmony is that you go in the front, you sign in, they take your temperature, then you leave, you go out the front door and around the building to the outside and go to the patio from the outside. Now the distance, it's a kind of, you know, the building is kind of a little, not super skinny, but skinny. And so we could have crossed an empty lobby, crossed an empty dining room, and gone out the door. But they don't want us doing that. They want us walking outside and meeting people outside. So they're trying to keep, you know, people out of the building and away from each other and that kind of stuff. I got some on my glasses. Which I'm all good with. So we did that. So George was sitting out on the patio and his daughter came, and she came through the gate, you know, and whatever. She took her mask off, she kissed him on the lips, and then sat down next to him this close and started talking to him without his mask, and spent the whole time without her mask on. And she kissed him. It was my father's birthday. I couldn't even hug him. I couldn't believe it. I reported her. I'm like, you know, if he lived alone, that's up to them. But he doesn't live alone. He lives with my parents. She gives him COVID. My parents are in jeopardy. They go through all that rigmarole, and then you're just going to kiss him on the lips and sit there and talk with no masks on? I mean, I just mentioned it to the person who was there checking people in, so I have no idea. But you go through all those procedures? Why do you think they do that? But it was a nice visit, and they're doing well. They're happy there. I guess, you know, my dad, I probably told you this story already, but my dad, he found Harmony. He convinced Mama that they had to go. He was, you know, getting tired, and I didn't realize how tired he was. You know, he'd been taking care of Mama. She was, you know, losing her memory. So he was doing all the cooking, he was doing all the shopping, and he just got tired. He got tired. Well, he's 89. He was 88. They moved in September. But he got this all, he started organizing this back in like March or April of last year. They were supposed to open June, but they didn't open until September. But he was all booked in, picked his apartment. They were, you know. And at one point, the receptionist and I were talking about something, I'm not sure what. She said, oh, well, you know, how did you decide on Harmony to put your parents? I said, oh, not me, not me. He saved me from all those hard conversations, and I really appreciate it. And he decided he was a menace on the road and gave me his car. I'm not driving anymore. He didn't do that till he moved into Harmony, because he lived out in the country and needed his car. But he wasn't feeling confident in driving, and he was tired, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad that they're there. Wow. So anyway, so I had a nice visit with my brother. I got to spend a little bit of time with my sister-in-law, Shelley. They're watching their grandson, Wyatt, who is going to be 3 in November. They've had him for 3 weeks. Wyatt lives with his father, Riley, Shelley's son, and Liz, his wife, who is in the Navy. And they live in Virginia, down in Norfolk. But Riley's taken on a job of painting the neighbor's house or something, and so he's the caregiver of Wyatt. And so Tim and Shelley have Wyatt for a month. They've had him for like 3 weeks. She's tired. But he's cute. He's a cutie. His father was a cutie pie too, but what a rascal child. And, you know, I guess Riley was a rascal child too, so she's used to that. But, you know, she's tired. But he's a cutie pie. So it was fun to see him. I knit him a sweater when he was first born. Almost 3 years ago. I knit it 3 years ago. Anyway, it was a nice visit and a nice ride and a gorgeous, gorgeous day. Beautiful day for a ride. It was lovely sitting out. It wasn't too hot to sit outside. So it worked out really, really well. I got home a little late. It's too late. I got home just as my knit night was starting. I was like, I'm so tired, because it was, you know, a lot of driving. So I didn't go to my knit night. Sorry, ladies, I missed you too, but I'm tired. So, but I got some wonderful mail yesterday. Thank you so much, Valerie. Valerie gave me the Material Girl pattern, which I showed you the other day. I meant to bring it out and I didn't. It's got kind of a crew neck, kind of dolman sleeves. It's big. It's 10 inches, and I wasn't sure. It was 10 inches of positive ease. So it's similar to like the boxy, which is really, really big. So it's really big. And it's right here. So anyway, this is the sweater. It's big. And it's got a dip in the back, hemline. And it's got these kind of interesting dolmany-like sleeves. So, but it's 10 inches of positive ease. So Valerie sent me this, which I really like. And I'm glad I didn't go up and pick colors for faves and everything, because I got mail yesterday. She sent me this wonderful, fun, gorgeous yarn. This is from Chelsea Yarns. And it is called Cobblestone, and it has this wonderful, wonderful texture. I am so excited about this yarn. And this beautiful raspberry in there. Now, she sent me 2 skeins of this. And they have 2 different color names. So I'm wondering if, like, Champagne Rose is a color I saw on their website, but this one was called Sherbet Swirl. So it makes me wonder if maybe it's not quite exactly the same, so it's a one-off and they gave it a different name, or they mislabeled it, because I thought for a minute it was lighter, but then when I went to grab the darker one to the lighter one, I thought this was lighter. Anyway, I'm thinking they're very close, but I'm going, so I have this cunning plan. The sweater will take 3 skeins for me. So, you can see I'm ready. I wanted it last night. I had a little bit of a user error. Had a little user error last night. So I have some unpicking to do. But my plan for this is it for my size, it will be 3 skeins of yarn. This is a fingering weight sweater. And so, and they didn't, well, I didn't realize that they had different names to start with. And so I was looking for sorbet swirl, and they didn't have it. But this is champagne rose, and they might have champagne rose, I'm not sure. But it was too late by then because I had my cunning plan. I ordered a skein of mohair that's about this color. And I don't know if you've seen those. There's some very elegant shirts, like oversized shirts, where they have like a lovely silk, long-sleeved, elegant sort of maybe Nehru collar. And then when you get like to the top of your butt, the bottom panel is a sheer fabric. And it's like so elegant. It's like a tunic though. So elegant with that change of texture. Now, I'm not remembering if they changed the color too. But anyway, I thought the juxtaposition of the texture of the mohair with this nubby, wonderful, I have no idea what this is going to look like knit up, but I think it's going to have some drape. It's 90% merino, 10% nylon. You can make socks out of it. Anyway, Valerie sent me this to go with the pattern. She sent me the pattern and this. I'm assuming it's to go with it. I immediately said, oh my gosh. And I am so excited. I am so excited to knit this yarn. I cannot tell you. It's not as easy to untangle as normal yarn because of the thick and thin aspects of it. Totally user error trying to wind that ball. But so I have a few yards here that I don't want to waste, so I'm going to untangle it and use this for my swatch. But I got tears in my eyes when I opened that package last night. Thank you so much, Valerie. And I love, love, love the colors. You know, I'm trying on a little pink in my, little pink in my life. And that raspberry is so beautiful in there. And I'm gonna, so I thought I'm gonna do a fade in case these are slightly different because they do have different names on them. And a Leslie, so I'm color blocking at the bottom in a different texture in a mohair. Now, and I have never actually knit with mohair. I know mohair has been a trend for 2 years now. People have been, and I bought some fingering weight and mohair at SSK 2 years ago. It's been 2 years now. To make, Andrea Mowry did that shawl that has you know, stripes of regular fingering and then stripes of mohair. I forget what it was called. And I bought some beautiful yarn from Gabby from, you know, the one with the corgis. Once Upon a Corgi. But I never made anything out of that yarn. So I haven't ever really knit with mohair. I don't know if I can even wear mohair. I don't know if it's itchy. I mean, I remember mohair sweaters back in my youth, which I'm sure have absolutely zero relationship to mohair now. But, and I couldn't wear them then. They were itchy. But I imagine that it's not itchy. Now what I bought isn't going to be itchy. So anyway, I ordered that skein of yarn from Chelsea Yarns last night. Right away, I'm like, okay, I have this vision, and I think it's going to be gorgeous, and I think it's going to be fun and lovely and warm. And I took this ball of yarn upstairs with me last night because I wanted, I'm not trying not to do many stairs, so I wanted to make sure that it was wound for this morning. Although it would have been more lovely to show you both of them in the skein. Sorry. But I mean, how fun is this yarn? I am just so excited to start knitting it. I cannot tell you. So this will be, I'm pretty sure, the first time in my life I will have 3 sweaters on the go. Because I got Ella's Boxy and I've got the High Street Pullover. Turns out I will not be doing the test knit. Apparently I'm a very popular size. And if I'm doing a test knit, you want to make it your own size. So, but I will be on the lookout for that sweater when it comes out, because it's a lovely yoke sweater by Yarn About Yarn. I don't know what her personal, in life name is, but in my world, she's Yarn About Yarn. And I follow her on Instagram, and you can see pictures of this beautiful yoke. It's a summer sweater, because she's in Australia. Summer's coming. So I have time to knit that. So anyway, thank you so much, Valerie. I cannot tell you how excited I am. I'm almost mad at myself for saying I was going to use this tangled yarn for the swatch, because it means that I have to wait to untangle this before I can swatch. So I better get untangling. But anyway. And this feels so lovely, and it's gonna knit up so cool. I'm so excited. Isn't that funny? And I love the colors, so that was the sweetest thing. So Valerie and I have never met, but she said she wanted to thank me for doing the vlogs. Thank you guys. Thank you, Valerie, for watching, and thank you to those who feel comfortable commenting and interacting. I really appreciate it. I am very interested in getting to know you guys too. I know how weird it is with, because you guys feel like you know me. And the reality is, you do know me. This is me. This is me. What you see is what you get. Warts and all. And I know how weird it is, because I'm a podcast watcher too, and you meet a podcaster, and it's weird that they don't know you, because you know them so well. So I do appreciate those of you who feel, and I understand, you watch a lot of things, it takes time to comment and interact. I understand. I don't comment on all my podcasts that I watch. Only a few. But I do appreciate getting to know you, and I'm getting to know Valerie, and she's such what a sweet thing to do. I mean, anyway, thank you so much. So guess what I'm going to be doing today after I untangle this? I'm so excited. So this is just a stockinette in the round, so I'll do a little swatch stockinette in the, well, actually, this sweater has 10 inches of ease. Why do I need to do a swatch? I'm not going to make it too small. How small would it have to be too small? It would have to be pretty small. So maybe I won't make a swatch. She says the gauge is 25 stitches to 4 inches and 34 rows. She's saying a US 4. Everything I'm friggin' knitting is on a US 4. Well, I can't buy new needles because I'm starting today, so I have to find US 4s. If I have to take something off the needles to get a needle for this, I'll do that. I'll put a note in the project bag. I took the size 4, Licka needles or size 4, Addies off of this so that I could use them. So that if and when I go back to it, I can use the same needle. Anyway, I am going to continue picking on this. This is what I'm going to be doing today. It's nice out here. It's feeling a little humid. It's not as lovely as yesterday. Yesterday was so gorgeous. It's going to get humider and warm for the next couple days. Oh my gosh, I hope everybody in Texas and Louisiana is okay. Laura was supposed to hit in the middle of the night. I haven't seen any news yet on how it went. That storm got extra energy, turned into a Category 4 before it hit land, so things are not good. Things are not good. So I hope everyone is okay. And Laura's the end, of her cycle comes up near us at the end of the week. And and then there's a cold front coming and it's supposed to be nice after that. Oh, I hope everybody's okay. It looked like the pattern that it was going would miss Mississippi, which I was very grateful for since my daughter is in Mississippi. And I was busy yesterday and so I haven't had a chance to watch Christy's new video where she made her jumble, her Tuesday video is food or whatever. I think her Tuesday video is going to be sort of whatever she's up to. And is this rude to be working on this while I'm talking to you? I hope not. So she was making a recipe out of that cookbook that she found, the Philadelphia, the 1885 or 1855 cookbook. And she was doing some recipes out of that. And she did it a couple of times. She posted didn't work great. Oh, my phone's ringing. Shit. Oh, sorry. Sorry for the French. Well, they'll leave a message or they won't, but that will have woken up Dennis. That's too bad. Anyway, I'm going to watch Christy's podcast this morning. Maybe I'll do that while I finish unjumbling this. So I am going to go. I'm feeling pretty good. My knee was good yesterday. And I slept okay. I've slept okay for the last few days. So that's always a joy. And my weight is down a little bit today, which is nice. I did fast yesterday, so that helps. It's easier to fast. It's easy to fast when you're traveling, and it's easier to travel when you're fasting. You know, one of the things about traveling is, eating. When do you eat and where do you eat and, whatever. So, I mean, yesterday was not a travel. Yesterday was just a little trip. But the last when we went to Florida for Thanksgiving, we fasted on our travel days. It's a 2-day trip. We stay overnight, and we just fasted. And it's so much easier because we have the dogs, you know. I mean, in the past, we would go to a restaurant, we'd have the dogs in the car, you know. It's just easier. Turns out it's just easier to fast. Funny. And, you know, you're headed to Thanksgiving. Having a little fast beforehand doesn't hurt. You know, and after coming home. Doesn't hurt either. So, anyway. All right, I am making progress on this. But I gotta go get Dennis's tea, see who called. Oh, if it was my mother-in-law, I need to call her back right away. And so I will start my day. I'm so excited to start this sweater. I will show it to you tomorrow. I promise. I promise. I know I don't show you much knitting, but I will show you my sweater. My material, girl. Thank you, Valerie. That was so sweet. Beyond sweet. Beyond sweet, but I do sincerely appreciate it. And I am ridiculously excited about this yarn. And I would never have bought it. I don't know why. I would never have bought it myself. But I'm so excited to be getting ready to knit it. Isn't that funny? Well, that's how you learn about things, right? Your friends tell you about them, turn you on to it. So, I will let you know how it goes, and then you all can go to Chelsea Yarns and order some cobblestone. Maybe you'll be oh, it's coming, it's coming. See, these nubs catch it, and that's part of the problem. So, it's coming. I'll be, well, I probably still won't gauge watch, though. Now that I realize I really don't need to. All right, I'm talking too much again. I'm feeling good. I had such a nice visit with my family yesterday. Oh, and I saw my brother John. He stopped. My brother John is growing mushrooms. He's unemployed and living out at the farm. And, you know, they have a big old building on the farm where the winery used to be. And he's growing mushrooms. And so he's met us there. They were only allowed 2 people, so he didn't go in. But he lives close by, so he can see them anytime. And he met us there and gave me some mushrooms. Well, I had wine for him. Dennis sent along wine to my brothers, so that's good. Well, he sent the wine to Shelley. She likes his wine. All right, I'll say goodbye. See you tomorrow. Stay safe and stay sane. I finished it before I even got out of my chair. See you tomorrow.